Hi everyone, Mr. Powell here for Knowable World. This video is the first in a new series of mini lessons about geography. We already have a series of mini lessons about flags that might interest you as well, and we'll be adding more still in the future, so make sure to subscribe to this channel for more of this kind of content for young history detectives. In today's lesson, we are going to combine ancient history and amazing modern technology to reveal the land that the ancient Greek historian Herodotus called the gift of the river. That land is Egypt. We're going to begin by looking at the world at night. This spectacular image created by the scientists of NASA shows us what the world looks like at night. Of course, the truth is, only half the world is dark at any given moment. When it is night on one side, it is daytime on the other, because the world is turning non-stop, and one side faces the sun at all times. This image shows us the way things look at night for the whole world at the same time. What we see is something remarkable. The world is filled with bright spots that can be seen from space. Those bright spots are the combined lights of our homes, streetlights, cars, buildings, industrial facilities, and more. Basically, what they show us is where people are, which means mainly the cities so many of us live in. Every once in a while, the pattern is especially fascinating. That is the case with Egypt. Even from this worldview, if you know where Egypt is, you can tell there's something special going on. Here is a map of the world's countries for comparison. And let me just point out where Egypt is. Now that you know where it is, let's switch back to the night view, and you'll see what I mean about something special there. Let's zoom in for a closer look. Nowhere else in the world is there such a dramatic concentration of light in such a pattern. Why does it look like that? If we switch to an image of Egypt from space during the day, we can find out. Now that we see it during the day, we have some important clues about why the lights look that way at night. There are no lights in most of Egypt because most of Egypt is a desert. That's why it has this light yellow color. It's sand. But this long winding snake in the desert is obviously different. During the day, it looks green. What do you think that is? What would look green from space? Look green from space. Here's America, for instance. The green color comes from plants, including trees and grass. So how could there be green in the Egyptian desert? As you may have guessed, it's because there's water in part of the desert, but only along this winding path. Why is that? As some of you may already know, it's because there's a river there. It's called the Nile. The Nile River is the reason why life is possible in Egypt. It provides water for plants, animals, and humans. And not surprisingly, most people live as close to it as is practical, just as they once did in ancient times. Even the famous pyramids of Giza are located next to the Nile, so they could be easily seen by as many people as possible. Today, of course, we have much more technology, but it still makes sense to live as close as possible to the water. And how do we see that people do that? From the lights that show us where they are at night. They are mostly along the shore of the river, until it reaches the sea, and then the pattern spreads out. This pattern has a few names. A simple one is the mouth of the river. A more technical expression is an alluvial fan. See how it's shaped like a fan? That's because as the river reaches the sea, the water slows down and it spreads out to both sides. And of course, people live in that area because that's where life is most pleasant, with the water they need in order to live in what is otherwise a desert. That's why Herodotus called Egypt the gift of the river. Get more lessons about geography, flags, and world history on this channel by subscribing to us here on YouTube Kids. And please come visit us at knowableworld.com. See you again soon.